My name is Mr. Thompson, and I'm a trombone player, but I'm also the band director at Joseph Lane Middle School here in Roseburg.
I assume that's your trombone.
This is my trombone. Here, I'll get a little closer for everyone to see. It's a little different than Mr. WITZ. If you look, just some of the differences, while it looks very similar, I have this extra attachment on here with this little trigger. I don't know if you can see this little trigger right here.
Ooh, what's that do?
And what this does is we can play notes all the way like in 6th and 7th position out here, like this. But I can use my trigger to play the same note up in 1st position without having to go as far. Listen to how these notes sound the same, but they're in different positions. That's with the trigger. Here's without the trigger, but it's all the way out in 6. Hear that same pitch? So it's just an extra attachment, but not all trombones have it. It's not a requirement.
That sounds like a lot less work. So, over the left shoulder, you said?
Over the left shoulder, yep.
Got it. Okay, neat. Now, here I go.
Let's make it a
Does
little
it not
better.
sound good?
It can sound better.
Oh.
It could sound better.
Neat.
So let's try. So we have it on the right shoulder. Check. We have a good posture. That's awesome. So do the same thing. Bring the trombone up to your face. Yep. Now I want you to take a big breath in and do what you did, but just make a bigger sound.
That didn't sound better.
But it sounded bigger, which is what we want. So here, try like, I want you to use the same big air like you did, but I want it to be steady like this. Listen.
Is that better?
It's better yet. It's better yet. Let's try one more thing, because actually the interesting thing, which I'm sure you may have already learned about in your brass lesson, is the instrument creates its sound through the mouthpiece. You buzz your lips, and that buzz resonates through the mouthpiece and into the horn. So let's just try a mouthpiece. Let's simplify it just a little bit.
If you have your mouthpiece at home, go ahead and take it out and hold it in your hand like this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play for 4 beats, and you play for 4 beats. We'll go my turn, your turn, and think about that nice even sound. Ready? My turn.
Got it.
And ready. Push. That's it. One more time. That's it. Yeah, now we're talking.
Am I getting it right?
Yeah.
So if you sound like that at home, great. But if you don't, rewind, try again. You probably want to sound like Mr. Thompson sounds.
Yeah.
Okay?
And let's try one more thing with the mouthpiece, because this is actually pretty cool. Cool. So it's actually it's called a siren that you can do a cool siren effect on your mouthpiece.
Neat.
And while it sounds fun, it's actually a really good thing for your playing. So we're gonna go a high and then low and then high like a siren.
Okay.
I'll go and then you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you were able to remember, that the answer is 7. We have 7 different positions. And you asked about where 1st position is. And actually, 1st position is, you don't even have to move the slide at all. It's just right in the home base area.
Oh, neat. So that's not 0 position like on a trumpet. A trumpet, this just means open. Right? But for trombone, it's different. There is no 0 in trombone. It just starts on 1. Okay, so 1st position.
That's not confusing at all.
Yeah, no, don't be thrown off by that. So it sounds like our next position is 2nd position. So how far exactly do I go?
You know, that's the interesting question, because it always it's kind of hard to figure out where it is. But once you get a feel of it, you can find it. It's kind of, I would say, about 2 inches out from 1st position. Yeah.
Can you demonstrate what it should sound like so I can try it next?
Yeah, so I'm going to go from 1st position to 2nd and back in the 1st. See if you can hear that difference.
Oh, wow. You know, just for fun, could you just play all 7 positions starting on 1 pitch and just let's see what it sounds like?
Yeah, so I'm going to go down one by one. So this is each position going down. Now, if I were to go in all 7 positions without using any tongue, I would get this cool sound like this. Listen.
Now, before we go, because we're almost out of time, is there something about cleaning and maintenance that I need to know for anybody who's just picking this up? For example, I can kind of hear the sound flicking inside of the horn. Is there some buildup from my face in here?
No, it's actually, these instruments have a miraculous way of collecting water. Because as we play, we breathe out hot air, right? It's like when you fog up a mirror, you get warm air. When we blow that warm air into a cold instrument, it creates condensation, and water will actually collect in the bottom of the trombone.
So how do I get that out?
So we have these fancy things. They're called water keys at the bottom of the trombone. So if you point it so that faces downward, and you just flip it open, you should see a couple of drops of water. And if nothing comes out, you can give it a little help, a little push of air from the mouth.
Right. Don't. That's not just kind of blow lightly.
Yeah.
So if you get too much water in your horn, use your spit. What did you call it?
A water key.
A water key. So you're gonna release that, blow lightly. Water should come out, and you're back to playing.